Hello, welcome back. Today we're talking about Newcastle, which takes place tomorrow. That's a huge game. Not just because it's 3 points, but it's against Newcastle away from home. Newcastle are going to be up for it. They've been decent this season, so this is going to be difficult with the injuries we currently have as well. This really could be a big test for City, but nonetheless, we're going to have to turn up. On these there's to my knowledge, there's no De Bruyne. There's obviously no Rodri, and Ake and Barba are obviously still a long way out. So here we are though. Today we're talking about this. By the way, just want to thank you all for the support on the channel. Literally yesterday we hit 800. And as of when I'm speaking, we're on 856, which is mental. We hit 56 subscribers in less than 24 hours. Probably just a bit more. But nonetheless, that's still insane. That's one of my best rates for subs, ever. So I can only thank you a lot for that. This is hopefully just steps in the right direction. And we're certainly taking those steps, I feel. But anyway, let's crack on with this. The predicted 11. So just gonna open up my YouTube studio, see how we're doing. So in goal, I've gone for Edison. I think Edison's going to start this game. I don't think Ortega did anything groundbreaking against Watford, which means he must start this game. So I think Edison's fine, and I think he's actually done quite well in goal over the past couple of games. So, Edison in that, I think, is a fair evaluation. Big ups to people tuning in. Feel free to like the stream, does help. But Eddie in goal, I think is fair. Right back, Lewis. Look, I want this game. We had Kyle Walker the last two, and we conceded 3 goals. Kyle Walker at right back is just making mistakes. It's fair to say it's just not working. Something is not right with him at right back, and it's just a worry if we keep using him as opposed to Rico. I think Rico needs to come back in here. Rico can do it in big games away from home. He did it in Stamford Bridge in the first match of the season, and he was brilliant. And I feel like he can do it here as well. Why not? Moving on, centre-back pairing of Akanji and Diaz. I think this is our best pairing. I think these guys have been great so far this season, and I don't see them slowing down. Akanji, I think, has especially been impressive. Hasn't put a foot wrong in my mind. And if he has, he tends to make up for it, I feel. So, Akanji, I think, is right to play a centre-back. I think that's fair. Ruben Diaz, again, this guy's just a rock at the back. We need this guy. He is just that pure defender. It's not really about anything else. He's not the type of defender to ping a ball up the pitch, although he has done it. He's the type of defender to just keep the clean sheets and get the most blocks on the field and everything like that, which is all we want from him. Apologies for the sounds you can hear in the background. There's a bird walking around on the roof. Vardiel at left back. I think he should start this game. He hasn't, again, like Akanji and the rest of the back line, don't really feel like he's done much wrong, although he is the guy that I feel like has been taken out of the team the most for some reason. I don't know why. Some peculiar reason for that I'm unaware of. But that's been going on for some reason. I don't know. But for me, I think Akanji starts this match. I think Vardiel starts here. I think it's needed. Who is the Newcastle right winger? I'm not worried about Anthony Gordon. I'm not worried about Anthony Gordon. I think Rico can do him fine. If we just watch it on the break, we have to be careful when it comes to the break. We've been exposed a few times there before. Apologies for the rain. Let's have a look at the Newcastle's 3-1 defeat. They were unbeaten before this match, I'm pretty sure. So Gordon started right wing last match. So it could remain the same. It could very well remain the same. He did get subbed off at one point. To injury or not, I'm not sure. I know Jacob Murphy can play there. Miguel Almiron on as well. So yeah, they have players that can play in certain areas, don't they? So one way or another, I think Anthony Gordon does start this game. He tends to be a starter. They've got a pretty strong side going into this game, it looks like, as well, unless there's more injuries I don't know of. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that this is what we're up against with Newcastle. Hey Glimpse, welcome to the chat. Big up. By the way, just wanna say I am live on Connect Gaming in just over 45 minutes. Now then, you might be wondering, will that go on for I do want to watch MCFR stream as well, so is that going to go on beyond that? This stream is going to end before MCFR's. I've kind of made it that way as well, because I want to watch that as well. That's going to be a cool stream. So yeah, I feel like my Gaming Connect stream will probably end at about 8:30, something like that, and then you're free to move on to MCFR's Connect Gaming EAFC stream then as well. Wait, is MCFR streaming? Yep, he's live at 9. Check out MCFR's channel. He's live at 9 covering EAFC, like how I do. And he's doing his own career mode, where you can see how he does at the head coach role. So yeah, over there, I'll try help him out as he has helped me with transfers this season. But yeah, that is what's happening. What time will your stream end? Between 8 and 8:30. Won't go on beyond 8:40, I would have thought. So it will end before MCFR's starts. So no worries about that. I've got it all thought up in here. For the pivot, I've gone Kova and Gundo. It's either this or thrown in Mateus Nunez, which I don't feel like doing for a game like this. Apologies for the rain. This has come out of nowhere. We haven't had this bad rain all day. It's been quite dry today, apart from like early hours. I've not been in your FC 25 streams, but I'll tune into your one today. It's probably a good thing you weren't in last night's one because the Wi-Fi went out, so we got cut off at about an hour in. So that was unfortunate, but oh well. But that shouldn't happen today. Should be A-okay today. So don't worry about that. Off the right wing, I've gone for Savinho. I think Savinho versus actually let's find out again. Lloyd Kelly. Don't really know much about him, but I think he should be able to take on Lloyd Kelly, hopefully. I know Dan Burn has been known to play there before, but mainly to cover, I believe. Although he did go on a pretty good spell. Lewis Hall's quite rapid, so he's going to be dealing with a decent amount of speed anyway. Ortega won't start in goal. Yeah, no, don't worry. Edison's in net for me. Don't worry about that. Oh. Almost closed the site for a moment. You put Ortega? Sure, for me it's showing Edison. I'm watching YouTube. I'm on the stream right now on YouTube. It's saying Edison. You sure? Okay, it just looks like I'll take it. No, don't worry. Foden at the cam, though, is what I'm thinking for this game. You know, either that, you get Nunez or Bernardo, but I feel like Bernardo's more playing in the wing on the wing. Your new short is on 14k views. I know it's doing crazy. It's doing great work. Right, over 850 already, which is just insane. Almost at 860. So, yeah, really good stuff. Go for Jack Grealish though off the left. I think he should be all right. Start this game. I think you should put a call to action, like a subscribe button on your shorts to gain extra subs, in my opinion. But it's your choice. All right, I might do that. I'll look into that. Big ups. I'm more than ready to take in advice, criticism, and all that sort of stuff. Feedback is the word I'm looking for, whether it's negative, positive, neutral. You know, I'm not saying yours negative or anything like that, of course. But yeah, I'm more than welcome to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll look into that. Big ups. Up top, it's Erling Haaland. There's no one else. Alvarez is gone, and we didn't sign anyone to replace. So it's got to be Erling Haaland, and he's got to be wearing shooting boots. Newcastle going to make it difficult to score against us. A little subscribe button could help you get to 1k subs as well. Yeah, you're not wrong, in fairness. We are really on the push for that, which is just mental to think about. This season, we've conceded 8 goals. No, not 8 goals. We conceded 5 goals in the Premier League, which is okay. It's not the best, though, considering it's tied most in the top 5. And tied second most in the top 5. You got Liverpool 1 goal, Arsenal 4, Chelsea 5 like us, and then Villa who are third with 7 goals conceded. We've scored the most, but if we can tone it down on the conceding bit. Newcastle have conceded 6, but I'd like to mention when Newcastle have got a fresh, good defence, you know, that are really good, they can concede next to no goals. In the treble season for City, Newcastle conceded 33 goals, which, you know, you might think, no, it's not that good. But that was also tied with City, who won the Premier League, and no other team made it into the 30s. All the other teams were in the 40s or more. So, you know, that is a really good feat for Newcastle. Last season, they conceded 62, which is almost double, but that was with tons of injuries. And this is a beginning of the season now. Scott Carlson is the thumbnail. Don't talk about 22-23. Yeah, don't worry. I won't scroll down too far on the table for 22-23. Don't worry. I'll be scrolling for a while. But this season, again, Newcastle started all right. So we need to be careful. If there's one thing we can take, Newcastle aren't the most prolific team. In the top 8, top 7, they've scored the least, and in the top 10, they've scored the second least. Nottingham Forest being the only team that have scored less with 6. So they're not the most prolific, but we know they can score. Alexander Isak is a good striker, so we're going to need to be careful. I'll look at their home record now. I'm going to guess they've won all their games. Beat Tottenham at home, so good feat. Beat Southampton, and all their other games have been away this season. So, you know, they're clearly not shy of playing at home and winning against the big teams, you know, like Tottenham. And against Southampton, they went down to 10 men as well. So, and scored after being down to 10 men. So, you know, we've got to be careful here. Newcastle aren't bad, but very beatable. Yeah, they are flawed. They are not by any means the perfect side. They do have their flaws, but so do we. We can really be hit on the counter-attack if we're not careful. So it's going to be a difficult game. It's going to be tactical, battle, I reckon. So, yeah, we're just really going to have to watch them. Thank you for tuning in there. That really concludes that. For score predictions, I'm going to go for a 1-0 City. I don't think there's going to be much in this. I think this is going to be tight. I think there's going to be moments where you concede a lot of early goals. I know we have conceded a good few early goals this game, in this half of this season so far. You know, one goal conceded to Ipswich in like less than 10 minutes. Goal conceded to Brentford in 1 minute. But I'm going to go for a 1-0. I think at some point we'll nick a goal, and it'll just be a case of either missing a ton of chances or just not scoring, or just not being able to get any more, but keeping Newcastle out. I'm confident in this defence, and hopefully I've placed my confidence in the right area. Thank you for tuning in. Your support is great as usual. Glimpse, Tigers and Robins right at the end. I'm John Duran. I turn up at the last minute. Yes, welcome to the chat, mate. And anyone else who just tuned in and didn't say anything, which is fine. Thank you all for the support you've given me recently. It's been incredible. 800 and something subscribers now, and it just keeps going up, it feels like. So I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all in 37 minutes. Connect Gaming is there, so I'll put a community post when I go live. But see you there. Bye bye.